Well, hi, everybody. Hi out there in streaming land. How are you tonight? Who here is getting ready for opening day? What? Oh, no, it's a Dodger World Series. Well, listen, enough of that. We'll get to the Dodgers and the World Series stuff in just a moment. But first, I want to say thank you for tuning in, if you're watching live or even on the repeat, because these streams come at irregular hours. I don't know. I mean, it was the first couple streams of the year at 3 in the morning that maybe did it. I don't know. Maybe that was the fun part. To do a stream at 3 in the morning. However, I have enjoyed it since, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. I'm going to try something out here at the beginning of the stream, and then we're going to see if this actually works. I don't know if it will. Let's see. You tell me if you hear this. Oh, did you hear that? Let me know in the chat if you heard that, because I got a whole soundboard of things here I can play with, but I don't know if the audio routing is set up properly. So we'll find out. Anyhow, it's good to see you. How are you? Did you get added to any inadvertent group text chats this week? I know we have a lot of viewers in DC. It could have happened. I did not, frankly. I was not. Except for, a group chat with baseball that says new season, who dis? And it's definitely a new season. And we are going to stop talking about the Dodgers winning the World Series last year. Tomorrow is the day that officially becomes old news. So I am here to announce tonight on this very stream a moratorium on mentioning the 2024 world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. As such, they will just become the 2025 Dodgers. I know they've started the season already. Don't get all technical on me now. And that will be starting tomorrow? End of April. Turns out it's end of April, is I think what we decided. The first month of the season, you can still talk about last year. After the first month of the season, it's just gauche. Gauche. And we don't want to be gauche. Which brings me to tonight's sponsor, because as you know, here on the Colin Campbell podcast, soon to have a name. Podcast? Vidcast? Live stream? I don't know what it is. Soon to have a name. It'll have a name soon. And we'll take your suggestions in the chat. See, I know how to goose the engagement. I don't know how to goose the engagement. We are being brought to you tonight by a classic winner in the field of beverages, supporting a classic winner on the team field of baseball. It's Coca-Cola Original Taste World Champion Dodger Edition. That's right. Dodger World Champion Coca-Cola is sponsoring tonight's stream unofficially. And so let's take a sip. This is one of America's classic beverages. Let's see if you can hear the thing tonight. Oh. And who wants cola spray on their very nice Shure SM7B? I don't. Maybe it'll pick it up from over here. That's the sound we all love. All right, a classic Coca-Cola Dodger World Champion Edition as a toast to the boys in blue. Tomorrow the defense begins in earnest. Tastes like victory. It tastes like victory, my friends. And of course, the Dodgers are undefeated this year, so good luck. Now that would be interesting, how long they could go undefeated. I'm sure they're going to lose a game at some point. But doesn't it just feel like that'll be a big letdown? Don't you think that just there's a little part of you that maybe thinks they could go 162-0? Would be kind of fun just to watch. I've always thought there might be. Oh, yeah. That does taste like victory. You know that? Hold on. There's a little aftertaste there of. Hold on. Yeah, that part tastes like Dave Roberts properly managing the bullpen. Wow. I don't know how they got that in there. That's crazy, but that's good stuff. I'm not going to lie to you. So that is our sponsored beverage for tonight. We'll get back to unusual beverage sponsors on the next stream, whenever it is. Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Monday evening, Monday at midnight, because the kids stay up late. Could be any time. You never know. You really do never know. Um, and so let's talk about the topic number one for tonight. The Sweet 16 is almost upon us. Oh, it's a Sweet 16 this year. Has a 16 ever been sweeter than this? It's pretty sweet. I don't know how sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope we don't have to pay for quoting that song there. Let's take a look at how Colin is doing in his 26th annual March Madness bracket tournament. The answer, not good, people. Not freaking good. Listen, I tried. The thing is, people, I tried. All right, so you'll see my name up at the top of the list. Don't be fooled. That's not me. This year, the fine folks, I got glasses on here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. The fine folks at Yahoo or CBS or wherever I was, I think it might have been CBS for this one. No, this was Yahoo. Yahoo was offering an AI pick. And God damn it if it isn't in first place. Well, now listen. Listen, people. Are we going to let the AI overlords take over our brackets and our fun? No. No. We mustn't. We must not. AI overlords, how dare you? AI overlords. Yikes. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit here. Mark, the leading human, congratulations, Mark, for being a leading human in life, as well as on our really quite silly men's bracket challenge. Big Daddy, show yourself. In the immortal words of Elsa in Frozen 2, show yourself. I don't know who that is. Maybe a public member who joined? If so, congratulations, fine sir. You are in second human place, a third overall. DP, I'm going to say that's Don Pfister, tied for third. Good job, Donnie. And then, of course, I always put this in just as a lark, just to see how the tournament is. If you just picked the top seeds, if you just went through the whole tournament and you picked the higher ranked team, you'd be tied for third right now, along with Lefty and I don't even know how to pronounce this one, Decatacera Omathies Zeftero. I like the cut of that guy's jib. More tied for thirds. A lot of people here. I see the only other human I recognize is my friend Ray, who's hanging in there at third. Now you come down to 10th and you're up to Megan's Miscellaneousness. Megan, a longtime relative. She's been related to me for a very long time and a longtime player here. Alana's underwhelming bracket in tie for 11th. Listen, don't put yourself down. That's what your big brother's job is. Okay? Michael, Tracy picking Florida. Homer pick, Tracy, just because you live in Florida mostly. And then, of course, the presidential picks this year. Bill Clinton was the late replacement for Barack Obama, whose brackets I could not find. And I know how to search the internet. I went to all of his socials. I went to the Obama Center socials. I found the 2024 picks. But if he had a 2025 bracket, he didn't share it before the tournament. But Bill Clinton did. So Bubba is hanging in there at 14th place. Michelle's Matchless bracket doing very lovely, along with D. Congratulations, D. Mackie Campbell. Well, she's a young girl, a basketball player herself. Had her first practice tonight out there on the basketball court. By all reports, looked good. I was not in attendance. I did not get to see that one. It was an Emily handle for tonight. DP's dandy bracket. Now, this is not as dandy as DP's better bracket. That's not so great. And then here in 21st place, literally just a little bit ahead of my wife, who makes random guesses based on who knows what. And I fancy myself a sports fan. I think I may have to take away my sports fan card here. But I am in 21st place. My dear friend Shonda got a late invite and probably did not have as much time to research as she wanted. And then, the rest of this is just poor Daphne. And then, unfortunately, Grandma's picks, she forgot to hit save. And so Daphne is not in last place. And that's the purpose of a grandma, isn't it? To keep their granddaughter out of last place. So thank you, Grandma. Thank you. We really appreciate it. Shall we dive into the horribleness of the Sweet 16? Auburn, I still have Auburn coming out here, but they're going to have to do it against Michigan, not against Texas A&M, as I had foretold. And then North Carolina did not live up to the reputation. Sometimes I'd pick a school just on reputation. Oh, it's Michigan State. Oh, it's North Carolina. Oh, it's, Duke. Then again, Duke is Duke. I'm not going to do the Jim Rome sound bit tonight. You've all heard it plenty of times if you're a fan of the Jim Rome show. You don't need me to do it. Yeah. So looks like a Mississippi, Michigan State. There I have Michigan State advancing, so still a possibility for my Elite Eight picks to come through there. And we'll see if that can happen, because Auburn, Michigan State, I'm still looking good. Other side of the bracket here. Wow, look at that. Duke versus Arizona. Daddy had it, baby. How am I in 23rd place with like such good picks? I don't know. And then I had Bama versus Wisconsin, and Wisconsin winning. Again, more of a reputation pick, plus a Dr. Kathy Campbell pick. It's always fun to root for schools she's attended. And of the 5 colleges she's attended, 3 of them have made the NCAA tournament. There's your Kathy Campbell trivia for today. Whoa, hold on a second. Thinking of a 6th school. Turns out she may be 50-50 on schools that have been to the NCAA tournament versus schools that have not. Yeah, no, that counts as 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6. She's a sneaky one, that one. Well educated. She's a doctor, Duke, Arizona. I still like Duke to prevail in that one. And Alabama, BYU. Since I picked Wisconsin, I don't really care. All right, popping down to the left side of this part of the bracket here in the West Regional. Hey, look at that. Florida, yes, did very well there, but Maryland, not so great. Memphis was defeated in a previous round by Colorado State in one of the great games of the tournament. So that'll be Maryland, Florida. And then the bottom half of the bracket, the less we talk about this, the better. I not only missed the teams that won, I also missed predicting the teams that would make it. A complete disaster. If it's a box of all red, it's not great for Daddy. Midwest Regional, Sweet 16. Let's take a look. Well, then Houston, Purdue, looking good. Kentucky, Tennessee, got that one also. So that's not bad. That's not bad, right? I got all 4 of those ones in the Midwest. That's probably my best bracket, my best region so far. So all I need is Houston and Kentucky to win. And let's hope that happens. And then, let's see. And then I've got, I still have 3 of the Final 4 available. I still could get Michigan State through to the Final 4. Duke and Kentucky meeting in the Final 4, with Duke, my predicted winner, taking it all. How are your brackets doing? Are they better than mine? They've got to be. They got to be. My brackets are terrible. My bracket, my brackets are like a super fun cleanup site that is not going to get cleaned up because they just canceled all the money for that. What I'm saying is it's not great. It's not great. Oh, I also see an upcoming thing where we're going to talk about baseball coming up. So anyhow, that's our bracket coverage for tonight. My brackets are busted. Your brackets are probably better than mine. You are probably better than me. This is not surprising, Daddy one. And I am in 2nd place in my family, my immediate nuclear family. Hoping to raise to 1st by the end of the weekend. As we, hard to believe that by Sunday, this time we'll know the Final 4, but pretty exciting. Let's get some good games this time. It seemed like there wasn't too many upsets, not a lot of buzzer beaters. Things got a little better on Sunday last week, but let's get some excitement here, boys. Let's make it happen. Guys, I've got some really great news. I don't know if you know this, but it's time for Dodger baseball. That's right. They're 2-0 on the year in Japan, and they're coming back, and they've just finished a 3-game series with the Angels to get ready, another preseason affair. And so next up for us will be opening day tomorrow night, Dodger Stadium. I don't know if you've been following all the drone footage that showed the stadium getting rebuilt, because they took off almost the entire field and put in new dugout adjacent areas and new clubhouses and new workout rooms, it seemed like. And I'm still looking for a really good behind the scenes tour of all that stuff. I'm hoping as part of the opening day coverage, Sportsnet LA will give us some good behind the scenes about all the new fun stuff that we saw from the air being built all winter long. And speaking of Sportsnet LA, good news for Dodger fans who do not have Sportsnet LA, but would like to watch your Los Angeles Dodgers. Because as it turns out, every Dodger live game can now be enjoyed at home or on the go with a subscription to Sportsnet LA Plus. So I don't know who the first Plus was. Disney Plus, Apple TV Plus, Plus. I don't know who the first Plus was, but boy, did that catch on, right? As a way to brand a thing. Now, here's what they're offering, and this I saw this press release today. They are going to give you every live Dodger game at home or on the go. So they're on national TV a lot. So you're going to have to access those games a different way. Just double check the fine print here. 140 plus Dodger games live or on demand in the LA Dodgers home television territory with Sportsnet LA Plus. Only $200 if you want to see all that Shohei. And you live in LA and you don't have Spectrum Sportsnet LA regular. The MLB TV All Teams Yearly, I'm guessing, does not include those blacked out games. So 200 plus 150, that's 350 now to see all of the baseball games except for the blackout. I'm guessing Sunday Night Baseball is still not included. I think there's a national game on Apple TV Plus that is not included. They may have some other media partners this year who grabbed a couple of other exclusive windows. Those may not be included, but this is basically, we're getting real close to the universal pass of MLB, here's $300. I would like to watch every baseball game on TV. Every freaking game. We're getting close. But this is a big breakthrough. There's a lot of people who did not feel that they had access to Dodger games. A lot of pirating, a lot of, whatever, people trying to figure out how to, borrow a friend's login. Now, one of the sneaky ways you were able to watch Dodger games last year in the LA area was if you had Spectrum for home internet service. You could log into the Spectrum app with your home internet password, and you would be asked to verify, and they would say yes, and then they would also give you Spectrum Sportsnet LA for free as part of your subscription for home internet service, not home cable service. I never have had video service with them, and I just we have them for the cable modem here. By the way, AT&T, let's get that fiber going, okay? My understanding is there is fiber in my neighborhood now, but not on my street. Let's make it happen. Maybe some of that Joe Biden money from the Infrastructure and Recovery Act will pay for the broadband. What's that? Oh, wow. I guess we didn't need it anyway. So anyway, good news for Dodger fans who live in the greater LA area and don't have Sportsnet. Now they can buy the Dodgers. Apparently on the MLB website, it says 23 other teams have this set up. So 23 teams can sell you directly their games. And I'm sure MLB wants to get to 30, give them another year or two. And then hopefully, much like the DH became universal, the ability to give Rob Manfred and his band of merry cronies hundreds of dollars to watch their product will finally reach its ultimate final form, which would be great, right? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't we finally love to see that? The other thing that I thought was interesting about this year's Sportsnet LA Plus offering is that if you go to the MLB.TV site and authenticate if you do have something like DirecTV, which has Sportsnet LA Plus, they will authenticate in their app finally, so you can watch the Dodgers in the MLB app. Thank you. This has been the dumbest thing ever, having to switch between the MLB app when I want to watch the Dodgers and other apps, switching from the DirecTV app. I could watch the Dodgers on my DirecTV app because I have DirecTV and they have Sportsnet, or that crazy Sportsnet app I was telling you about that's just Dodgers. Maybe the Lakers are on there too. I don't know. Tells you how much I follow the Lakers these days. And so I was always switching back and forth. It'd be like, well, I want to watch the Dodger game, but I'm going to check in on the Blue Jays or check in on the Phillies or, see what else. Oh, somebody's throwing a no-hitter. I want to watch it. Back and forth, and forget about multi-screen. And now Sportsnet LA broadcasts for validated Dodger fans who have logged in and proven that, yes, we're already paying for this. Please just let us have it in a unified app, are getting their wish come true. And frankly, I couldn't be happier about it. Could not be happier about it. So, let's, what happens if I press that button? Well, I don't know. Nothing good. What happens if I press this button? I go away. Goodbye. Why don't I come back? And thank you, Shohei. We appreciate Mr. Otani for being in that graphic. So tomorrow is opening day. Your Blue Jays are playing early. Your Dodgers are playing late. Can't say that I care for a 4 o'clock home opener, especially because I'm going to be driving like crazy in and around downtown LA tomorrow. At 3:30. I'm sure it's going to be fine. It's probably not going to be fine. Probably going to be crazy. But we'll work it out. That's what we do here in LA. There is traffic. It's part of LA's 24-hour traffic guarantee. You give us an hour, we'll give you traffic. And I'm looking forward to experiencing that traffic while listening to radio coverage of the Dodgers opening day firsthand as I'm shuttling children between practices, open houses, etc., etc. A lot to get to tomorrow. So, what are your thoughts? What are you liking for the baseball season this year? I think the Dodgers are, like Vegas has them at about 25% to repeat. That means 75% means your team could win the World Series. Or at least 75% of the bettors think that your team could win the World Series. Repeating is tough. We've always said, and that's why no one's done it in baseball for 2 decades plus. A lot of stuff has to go right. I think the Dodgers' new philosophy of having an infinite pitching staff is going to pay off. Even if like 3 of the guys' arms fall off, they have like a second starting 5. Look, it's not their fault. They're trying to win the World Series. This is the system. This is the system they have, and they are playing with the system. Now, you may think that is not a great system. I may agree with you. There are other teams who would like a chance also to compete. And one of those teams is the team of my best friend in the entire world, Mr. Frank Warren. And as those of you who know Frank know, Frank's team is the San Diego Padres. Every year, and I'm just going to read you a little taste of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's his, as Jack Nicholson said in the first Batman, never rub another man's rhubarb. I'm going to let Frank present this to you in a way he wants to, but I want to give you a little taste because it is publicly, it's a Facebook post anyone can read. And it may be on his Insta as well. And this is something Frank does every year. He gets out there every year and writes a little note of inspiration to the Padres. I'm 95% sure, and I've read a lot of them, they do not end with, also, please try to choke away a 2-1 lead in a best-of-5 playoff series to the Dodgers. Most years it doesn't end like that, the note. Usually it's like, win the series and go all the way, boys. But that was the result last year. The Padres had the Dodgers on the ropes, and then the Padres let the Dodgers off the ropes. And if you think about how close the Dodgers were to like getting beaten in that series, and they were close. And now there's all this talk about how they're like a crazy, unstoppable dynasty. I don't know. That's baseball. You know, a couple balls go a different way in the Padres series, and suddenly we're talking about, wow, the Yankees finally repeated, or vice versa. All right, let's see if we can get this lined up here, because this is pretty good stuff from Frank Warren. Frank writes to you, to your Yankees. Frank, as always, topical. I always love it when he works topical. He's both topical and timeless, and that is a tough split there. Topical and timeless. Forward, thank you, Skipper Mike Schilt, for adding me to the secure group chat so I can share my annual opening day eve message to my Padres directly. Boys, according to this thread, I see you have planned our first attack for tomorrow against the Braves. I am excited to learn of the assets which will be deployed. Yes. So here's my advice. Go onto the, I know, nobody wants to go on the Facebook. I know. But go read this. I'm going to take it off because you don't need to see the whole thing, right? That's plenty. Look, maybe you froze it or, watching the whole thing anyway. I don't care. All I'm saying is the man is a damn good writer, and I enjoyed his annual Padre letter very much. Even more so that it included the format of a accidentally leaked group chat. So, final predictions for opening day. I will say the Dodgers will repeat. Why not? I'll go out on a limb. I think they've done what needed to be done. Stand by 1 second while I stop those beeps from happening. I'll say they'll do what needs to be done. I think they're in good shape if the injury bug, stays relatively bug-free. They can lose an MVP. They can probably lose 2. Let's hope not. If all 3 go down, then I will be concerned. Right? Then, if all 3 go down, next year at this time, I may not be able to do a stream. Brought to you by World Series champion Dodger Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola of champions. Your 2024 Los Angeles Dodgers. There they are. The Dodgers and Coke. The real thing. Zzz. It didn't work as well as I thought it might. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. That's not bad. Wait. Does that smell like Clayton Kershaw coming back in mid-July and really contributing down the stretch? I think it does. How did they get that in there? That's crazy. Really weird. Smells like a Dustin May fastball tastes. Well, listen, I want to appreciate everyone who has watched. You mean the world to me. I would love you to do whatever the thing is that notifies you when I am going live. If you would like to participate in real-time chat with me, as opposed to just leaving comments on the videos. I don't mind when you leave a comment on the video. I'm happy to engage with you there, but it would be more fun if you were here and we could talk. As noted, I will try my best to move these chats up earlier in the evening when appropriate, and we don't do them all the time. That's another thing I want to make clear. We do special event chats for big moments in sports, pop culture, etc. It's a kind of an irregularly scheduled chat. One of the things we're looking into, in addition to getting a name for whatever this is getting a regular schedule. Let me know if you think that would be helpful. Let me know if you're interested in such a thing. Let me know if you're interested in an audio version of this show. It's easy enough once you record it to turn it into what's those kids call it? I think like a podcast or something. Yeah, I suppose you could turn it into a podcast is what you could do. A little tribute to Norm Macdonald there. I miss Norm. Yeah. I met Norm once at a poker event, and I was very overwhelmed because I love the guy. And he was like, I don't know if he might have been the second Saturday Night Live star I ever met. Gary Kroger was the first. Strangely. That is strange, but it's true. So yeah. Go ahead. Let me know if you would like a little more regularly scheduled stream, and we will do our best to accommodate. And go Dodgers. Good luck with your brackets this weekend, everyone. I'm rooting for you as I hope you are rooting for me, because when I do well, you do well. You do the voodoo that you do so well. And we will see you again here shortly. Sunday night, Monday evening? Maybe? Who can say? I'll try to notify you. But thanks again, and have a good night. Goodbye. It's over. I don't want to go full Ferris Bueller here, but it's over. Bye.
Yeah, keep it right there. Anytime you're ready.